welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm bringing back an oldie but goodie. Today, I'm actually going to be doing a half and half dupes of high-end makeup. So basically today, I'm going to be doing this makeup look, which is a very nice, neutral, everyday sort of glowy makeup. I want you guys to go over into the comments down below right now and let me know which side you think is the high-end and which side you think is the drugstore, because I want to know if you guys can actually guess, because I feel like you can't tell the difference. Now, in today's video, we actually have a sponsor, which is so exciting. Today, I'm going to be working with a website called Cosmetify. If you guys haven't heard of Cosmetify before, it's basically a makeup website where you guys can shop for a product, but then when you go and click on the product that you want to buy, it shows you like lots of different retailers and it gives you like the best price that you can possibly get. So to give you guys a bit of an example, I was shopping for this Rimmel concealer and everywhere on every retailer, it was actually $6.99, but I managed to get it for £4.61 because I used Cosmetify. This website somehow knows like the best deal that you could possibly get, so I got it for £4.61, which is amazing. All of the products I'll be using in today's video is actually from Cosmetify, where I managed to get a massive deal on pretty much every product. So if you guys are interested in Cosmetify, I'll link it down below. You have to check it out because it saved me so much money for this video. If you guys are brand new here and you haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Roxy, welcome to my channel. If you guys want to stick around, make sure you guys subscribe down below. But if you want to see some very affordable and inexpensive dupes for high-end makeup, then let's get on into the video. Okay, so let's get started with the skin. So for my high-end side, I'm going to be using the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. I actually am obsessed with this foundation already, so I know I really like this. So when I went on the Cosmetify website to pick this up, I actually saw that it was the cheapest on a John Lewis, so that's where I got it from. It was £33.60, which I mean is quite pricey for a foundation. It's definitely more on the high-end side. And now for my drugstore dupe, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal foundation. This is called the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear, but this is amazing. It's so similar in texture and the way it looks on the skin, so let's compare the two. So I'm just dotting that around all over my face. The left-hand side is going to be my high-end side for the purpose of this video, and I'm then going to apply the L'Oreal foundation on the right side of my face and blend this into my skin with a beauty blender. Okay, so I'm going to blend in the drugstore side first. I'm pretty sure this is a tiny bit dark for me though, so please do not judge it on the color. But this foundation does oxidize a bit, so I feel like it will lighten in color as we go along. So that is the right-hand side blended out. I'm now going to take the same beauty blender, but just use the other side, and I'm just going to blend in the high-end side as well. So here is my foundation all blended out on both sides. As you guys can see, the foundation has the same sort of like luminosity and silky finish on both sides. So if you like a dewy finish to your skin, you're gonna love both of these foundations. Obviously, you can opt for either the high-end or the drugstore. As you can see, they both look pretty identical once they're on the skin. Now moving on to the concealer, this is actually a great example of how amazing the Cosmetify website is. So basically, I was looking for the Stay Naked concealer from Urban Decay, and on Cosmetify, this was £16 from the cheapest retailer, which was actually John Lewis, whereas everywhere else it was £20. So just like that, I saved myself £4, which is amazing, because everywhere else it was actually £20, such as Boots, Superdrug, all of those sort of websites. Also, this is in the shade 10NN, which is the neutral undertone. So I'm just going to be applying that underneath my left eye, and oh my gosh, I think I might have picked up a slightly too light of a shade, but it's okay, we're gonna blend it out. Do you know what? Why not do a little bit of highlighting here and there? And now for the drugstore side, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Concealer. I feel like this is a great dupe for the Naked Concealer from Urban Decay. This was also only £4.61 from this website called HQ Hair, which is actually one of the retailers that Cosmetify suggested. So apart from the very obvious mistake that I made in terms of shades, let's just judge it on the actual product itself. So first up, I'm going to blend the left side out using the same beauty blender. I'm gonna have to blend this out a lot more than the other one because obviously it is very light for me, but this blends out beautifully. I'm obsessed with this concealer when I actually had it in my real shade. But actually, do you know what? I blended that out and it still looks really nice. It actually really brightens my eye, which is great. I'm now gonna use the other side of the beauty blender and blend out the drugstore side as well. Okay, so now that I've blended out both sides, I feel like it actually looks identical. I had to obviously do a lot more blending on this side right here because it was a lot lighter in shade. To be honest, looking up close at my skin, it looks exactly the same, which is kind of insane considering the price difference is so drastic, but the actual quality and overall look is the same. Okay, so I've brought you guys a bit closer and I'm now going to move on to the contouring. So for my high-end side, I'm going to be taking the Fenty Beauty contour stick. Now this retails for around £20. And for my drugstore dupe, I'm going to be using the Maybelline contour stick. I just checked on the Cosmetify website and this is only retailing for £5.55 over on Look Fantastic. So again, a massive price difference, but they're both very nice cool toned contours. So let's put them to the test. So on my high-end side, I'm using the Fenty Beauty stick. I'm just going to do my regular sort of contouring. I'm going to put some on my forehead, a little bit on my nose as well. And then on the other side, I'm going to take the Maybelline one and literally do exactly the same thing. And oh my god, the shades of these two contour sticks are literally exactly the same. They're both such nice cool toned products. I've got to say, I love a good old cool toned contour stick because it just looks so natural. And can you guys tell the difference? Because honestly, I can't. So first up, I'm going to blend out this side with this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I've forgotten how much I love this contour stick. And now I'm going to take a different brush and blend out the other side. These two brushes are very similar in terms of bristles, so I feel like I'm going to get a very similar finish with them as well. Oh my god, the Maybelline one is such a nice dupe for the Fenty Beauty stick. It literally gives the same effect. Okay, so now that my contour is in place, let's move on to my favorite part, which is of course a highlighter. So for my high-end side, I'm going to be taking this Glow Dust highlighter from Becca in the shade Champagne Pop. This is such a beautiful highlighter. And now for the drugstore side, I'm going to be taking my friend Imogen's highlighter. This is the Imagination X Lottie Ultra Glow highlighter in the shade Pure. This is absolutely insane. Like, I'm not just being biased, but when I say this is such a good dupe for this highlighter, it really is. So first up, let's use the high-end one on the left side. This actually retails for £27.20 on John Lewis, which is where I bought it from. So I'm just gonna apply that right to the tip of my cheekbone. Oh my lord, look at that. Are you guys seeing this? This is so pretty. I'm also gonna do the usual and just apply a little bit onto my brow bone and also my inner corner as well. Oh my gosh, I mean, it is really pretty, but it is also really expensive. And now I'm gonna go to the drugstore side and also apply the highlighter in the same areas. That is so gorgeous. Oh my god. This is actually beautiful. What the hell? I'm also going to apply some onto my nose, but oh my god, look how beautiful. It looks exactly the same. What even? Okay, so moving on to my eyes, I want to keep it quite simple, but I really wanted to put to the test two different metallic eyeshadows. So for the high-end side, I have the Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Starlight. And then for the drugstore side, I have this one from Bourjois right here. This is in the shade 07, and I felt like these two shades look so similar to each other. So the Stila one cost me £19.20. I'm just gonna go straight in and kind of just apply it all over the lid as a nice even base. So this is what the Stila eyeshadow looks like. It's very like glowy. It almost looks wet, which I really like, but it has now fully dried, which is amazing. And now for the drugstore side, I'm gonna take the Bourjois one and do the exact same thing, apply it all over the lid, and then kind of concentrate it mostly in the center as well. I can't tell the difference. There's like a slight difference in the shade, but in the way it looks on the lid and how it feels on the lid, it's pretty much identical. So now moving on, I'm actually gonna skip eyeliner and I'm gonna go straight to just mascara because I want today's look to be quite natural and sort of like everyday appropriate. So for my high-end mascara, I'm gonna be using everyone's cult fave. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This wand achieves very volumized lashes, so I feel like everyone loves that. So right now, this actually only costs £17.60, which I guess still is quite a lot for a mascara. So a really good dupe for it is actually the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic Mascara. This is usually £11.99, but right now it's £8.35, so it's very affordable. And as you can see, the wand is pretty much identical. It's exactly the same thickness. It doesn't have quite the curve that the Too Faced one does, but I'm pretty sure these are going to achieve very similar looks. So I'm just going to coat my lashes with the Too Faced mascara quite a few times to really build up the volume. So the left side is now finished. As you can see, it makes a very big difference to my lashes. I'm now going to go in with the L'Oreal mascara and just do the same thing to the other eye. So as you can see, my lashes look pretty much identical, which is actually kind of crazy. I mean, there are some slight differences. For example, on this eye, the lashes seem to be a lot more like fanned out and separated. whereas with this one, they look a little bit more fuller because the mascara tends to clump quite a bit. I actually quite like that effect on this side because it just makes it look like you've got more lashes, whereas with this one, you can see like all of the individual lashes. So if you guys don't have the extra cash to spend on the Too Faced one, you can totally try this one from L'Oreal because I feel like it gives a very similar look. And now to complete the look, the last step is the lipstick. So I'm actually going to line my lips first and I'll be right back to show you guys the two different lipsticks. So the lipstick I'll be using on my high-end side is the Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade Sellout. I am obsessed with the formula of these Too Faced Melted Matte lipsticks. I use them all the time. And for the drugstore side, we have this Lottie London lipstick. This is in the shade Obsessed. Now again, these shades are very, very similar, but the price is very different. So this one right here is actually around £15, whereas the Lottie London one costs only £5.20 right now, which is definitely quite the difference. So I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced side first, and I'm then gonna take the Lottie London one and apply that to my drugstore side. Oh my god, what the actual hell? This lipstick is pretty much identical. I mean, this side is slightly more pinky in the undertone. This one is a little bit more like browny undertone, but they look so similar in terms of shade. And even in terms of like the finish, they're both kind of like a matte finish, but not too drying, which is so good. So I guess let's take a look at the makeup overall. Would you guys be able to tell that I'm wearing two different makeup items on each side of my face? Because if I didn't tell you guys, I feel like you guys would never know. That is actually crazy. I mean, it just goes to show how amazing drugstore makeup can actually be. I feel like the only difference about these two sides would be how long it actually lasts throughout the day. I feel like the drugstore side probably wouldn't last as long as the high-end side. I mean, with high-end, you are paying for something at the end of the day. Yes, drugstore brands can recreate the makeup for a lot cheaper, but can they actually recreate the quality and the longevity of it? Probably not every time. But overall, I'm really happy with both sides of this makeup look. I feel like it turned out really great. It's a very nice, neutral, but glowy makeup look. Let me know what you guys think of this look and also of the products. Have you guys got any dupes of your own that you'd like to share with everyone else? Let me know in the comments. If you guys are brand new here and you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Come and join the dinosaur family. I'd love to have you here. Also, make sure you guys follow me on my social media at Roxxsaurus on everything. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. But that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Mwah.